You want to be financially free, but every time money comes into your account, it disappears like your ex-love. Everyone talks about money goals, but most people are financially goalless. A financial strategy is like the GPS of your money journey. You want to be financially free, but every time money comes into your account, it disappears like your ex-love. Now, the truth is that it is not that you lack money. You only lack structure. You see, it is not money problem. It is structure problem. Until you fix the structure, you will be struggling and you are building wealth on sand that will not stand in the future. So subscribe to this channel if you want more education on financial freedom and things that you can do that will help your business and scale up to the next level. Click on the notification bell also and you're good to go. Let's get real. Everyone wants to be rich, but not everyone is doing what the rich people are doing. What you don't see is more dangerous than what you see. So, every skyscraper you admire today has the deep, has the structure, has the invisible part that you don't see. However, this is what carries the building. And I've seen a lot of people struggle that they want to build wealth and become rich. But because of this challenge, and because it is not what is visible, they ignore what is important. Like I do tell a lot of my people, what you don't see is more powerful than the things you see. So let's break it down, this dangerous part that is called structure, and what I recommend. This is the hidden part of financial freedom. Because it is a hidden secret and people are not deliberate about it. You need to sit down and do a breakdown properly and structure your finances in such a way that you can become what you want to become. Now, let's break this down. When money comes into your account, what do you do with the money? What plan do you have on it when money comes into your account? Do you just do all the necessary transfer with emotions hijacking a lot of the part of your money? Now, once that comes in place, I can tell you for free, you can't be rich. You can't be rich because you are emotionally attached. As a matter of fact, you must also know that when you even want to give, there must be percentage that you want to give. Because takers are not tired of taking. You, as a giver, must structure your giving. So let's break it down. What is the amount that comes into your account every single month? How much do you want to divide it into? Now, who gets paid first when money comes into your account? These are important questions that are very, very, very critical for you to answer. When money comes into your account, do you spend on an impulse every single time? So let me give you an example. Now, when you think of a bank, so think of a bank account like a guest house, that every time you go into a guest house, you will always check out. Now, you can only own the guest house once if you can invest or put structure in that place. Now, if you do not put rules and regulation in this guest house as a owner, you will just miss out in it. And I'll give you an example. I've seen a lot of people that are into short-lets. And you see, because it is short-let, they strongly believe that money will always go and money will always come every single time. But when they don't put in rules and regulations, when you have to check out, what you have to do whenever things are not done properly, when things are broken in the guest house or in the short-let, those are rules that guide short-let. And that's the same rule that should guide your bank account. You should know what will stay and how the money will always go out. Now, if you don't have all of that, I can tell you, financial freedom is far from you. 70% of people can't explain what they do with their salary by the 10th of every month. And it is not their fault. It's because they naturally feel that it is the village people or they don't know how the money went. But the truth of the matter is that it is because there is no structure. As a matter of fact, statistics says as at 2022 that 65% of Nigerians and about 55% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck every single month. Now, if you really want to conquer this, you must value structure, because it is not that you have low income, it is because you have low structure. And if your structure is weak, there's no way you can carry skyscraper. But when your structure is very strong, then you can carry skyscraper. Now, some of the challenges a lot of you have is like Mondays, you have a lot of money. You are serious with money. Tuesday, your tax reduced. By Wednesday, you are already asking somebody, to send you or loan you some money. Then by Friday, you are asking for urgent 2K. And that could be somebody's cycle every single time. And this is one of the things I had to fix. Because, guys, I used to work in the bank. I worked in the bank for 5 years, and I understand what an average salary earner goes through. You see, in this part of the world where there is blackmail, there is blackmailing, black emotions, and all of those things, you must understand that when the money comes into your account, structure is what can make you very, very strong. So, Mr. Mayowa, what do you recommend? What do you recommend? Now, there are different types of formulas you can use, and this does not have any particular order. Some people use what is called the 5 accounting formula that you have 5 different accounts, where one is for savings, one is for income, one is for expenditure, one is for investment, and the rest of that. That is for you if you want to use that. But this is what I use, and I've been using this for more than 5 to 8 years. Every money that comes into my account does not need to be emotionally anything. So when the money comes into my account, it is structured that 10% goes for tithes. Now, why tithes? Some of you that you are Muslim, you know it as Saka. Okay, good. So it's because whenever money comes in, you see, whenever anything comes into your account, there must be a part of it that should go out back. That is why when you breathe in, you must breathe out. When you eat, you must have something to pass out. So when money comes into your account, you have to find a way to always to reach out to people, be a blessing to people, and also give back to God as a rule. Because I'm a Christian and I strongly believe in my belief, okay, I strongly have strong belief in the scriptures. I do tithing. So once any money comes into my account, straight away my tithe goes out. The second part, which is 10%, the second 10% goes for savings. So in my savings, I'm saving for the unforeseen circumstances, basically, for urgent money. That's what I'm saving for. Then the third rule that I run is what we call 30%. Okay, 30% basically goes for my expenditure. Now, that is if I want to send money to somebody, if I want to send money to my parent, if I want to give my wife some giveaway money, if somebody is requesting for money, if I want to take care of myself, I have 30% for it. Then 50% goes directly for investment. Now, Mr. Mayowa, before you crucify me, wait. Now, if your 30% cannot take care of your expenditure, then you can swap 30% to investment and 50% to expenditure. Now, why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I got to know this late, okay? I got to know this early 30s. So while I was working in the bank actively, I was not implementing this structure. And that did not allow me to have so many things that I would have normally taken out of the bank for myself. I just worked there and there was no structure, and you see, we keep complaining, but we still work there. But early 30s, when I begin to take responsibility of my finance, I discovered that this structure is very, very important. Now, in no order, there's a school of thought that also go with 20, 30, 50. 50 for your expenditure, 30 for your savings and all of that. But for me, that is not deep enough. That is not instructive enough. So you want to have something that is more instructive, that when the money comes, you don't need to brainstorm. So when I started doing the 10, 10, 30, 50, I begin to have a lot of money for my investment. Because you see, once you begin to move into 35, 33, 30, you are to be deliberate about what you want to have by 50. So if 50% is going for investment or 30% is going for investment, then somebody say, Mr. Maiwa, what type of investment? There are two types of investment: cash flow investment and capital gain investment. But in this training, I don't want to teach you that. So in the subsequent video, I'm going to teach you all of that so that you can begin to pattern your investment along that. So make sure, if you have not subscribed to this channel, click on the subscriber button and also on the notification bell, because for the next few months, I'm going to be dissecting the processes of financial freedom for you. So once you have this breakdown, every time 1 million comes into your account, it will not be laying fallow. Every time 100,000 comes into your account, it will not be laying fallow. Once it comes in as an income, it should go out. And let me also share with you, if you don't have structure, what happens. You see, whenever you don't have a plan, somebody else will come with a plan and to hijack that plan from you. So if you don't want anybody to keep coming to you with their plan, when you follow a plan, it will work for you. So create that structure and be disciplined at following it. Have an account that it is going for savings. You can put that in any of these fintech banks where you can get some good return on investments, per year. Some can give you as low as much as 15%, 18% per annum. But the money is there, and anytime you need it, you can always take it out of it. And I think this will help you. Another part that is very, very important for you right now is to pause this video and get a pen. Get a pen, get a note. Number one, list all your source of income. If you're a salary earner, if you're a business owner, if you're if you have multiple streams of income, list them out. Then the second point you want to do to yourself is to say you want to decide your percentage per allocation. What will be the percentage per allocation? I just gave you an example of my own. My own is 10, 10, 30, 50. So you can create your own. Some of you already, you have debt that you are paying. Good. Part of your investment can go to clear debt so that in the next 3 months, 1 year, you are done with all the debt that you're owing. So although debt is also good, debt is good if you know how to use it. Now, another thing you want to do is to, have an accountability partner that you are reporting this to. So I totally recommend that you have a financial coach or a mentor, somebody you can be reporting to, that will ease this process for you. Because sometimes some of us are good starter, we are not good finisher. Some of us are good finisher and we are not good starter. So put that down right now. How much are you making every single month? What are the sources of income that you have? What are the current liabilities or expenses that you need to clear? What are the allocation that will be assigned to everything that is important to you? Then stick to it. Now, I guarantee you that if you stick to it, it will change your life for the better. The truth is that you don't rise to the level of your income. You fall to the level of your structure. So your income is important, but your structure is more important. So don't be carried away by your income. Focus on your finance structure and you'll be good to go. So guys, that'll be all in this episode. If you love this video, I want you to click on the subscriber button and make sure you follow for more. Also on the notification bell. I also have in the description section, if you want to join my Financial Freedom Awaken Challenge. In this challenge, you will know what to do, what not to do, how to increase your income, how to increase your investment, how to build that multi-billionaire portfolio that you have always been looking for. So the link is in the description. Also, you can join our WhatsApp community where I drop in a lot of nuggets that will help you achieve your financial freedom. If you have learned something in this video, go to the comment section and drop the structure that you would like to start implementing for yourself. And I will take time to read through it. Peace out, guys.